Hi, this is Jeff from Simple Forex System. We have another video for you guys to take a look at. Um, Before we get started here, I want to make a point, try to do so in as non-blasphemous a manner as possible. Um, there's two things for you guys to remember when you're using Renko charts and asking me questions. The first is I'm not God, okay? And I say that to make the second point. There are no 10 commandments here, okay? You guys are free to experiment with this stuff as much as you want. If a certain indicator is not working for you and you find one that is working better, you do not need my permission to use it. You just throw it up there and give it a shot, see what happens. There's several people out here who have been experimenting with different variations on Renko. And one of them, actually, I got to admit, I really like this. I like this a lot. And the guy who did this is named Parker. It's a buddy of mine, lives out west, and I've known Parker, been communicating with him about Forex for years now. And a couple of days ago, he sent me an email and said, "Have you been trying 2-pip Renkos?" And of course, no, I haven't. 3 was really about as as fast as I really wanted to make things, because 3-pip Rinkos move awfully fast. And I mean, even for me, you have to be pretty quick on the trigger in order to be able to get in and take trades. But he said, put up some 2-pip Rinkos, throw up the Hama, and throw up the zigzag indicator. Now the Hama is part of the download package that comes with Renko. You've got that on I think it's in the second zip file that has indicators in it. And zigzag is just a standard indicator that you get with the MT4 platform. If you open up custom indicators, it's right down there at the very bottom, since everything is listed alphabetically. It says zigzag. And what Parker told me, and his method basically of trading this, is this. He puts up the 2-pip boxes, he puts up the Hama, and with the zigzag. He trades the color changes on the Hama. So if the Hama is red, he's looking for the first blue candle to go ahead and buy. If the Hama is red, and if he's coming in late to the game, if the Hama's already red, he waits for it to turn blue. If it's already blue, he waits for it to turn red. The zigzag is strictly there to tell him where to put his stop loss. Okay. In this case, let's look at this trade right here. This is your first red Hama candle. It's a sell. And the sell would have been about 135.08. The stop loss would have been up here at about, see if we can get this figured out here. What is that at? It's 20, that's 22. Okay, so that's about a 14-pip stop loss. That is about as far as you want to go with a stop loss on this when you're getting the color changes to take place. Usually it's 8 to 10, 12 pips. 14 is the far outside edge. So, there you go. You're at the far outside edge. You would sell on this candle because you got your first red Hama with a 14-pip stop loss in just a matter of minutes after a brief drawdown of a grand total of 4 pips. You're back up to break even. Then it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You're up 14 pips. And just so you know, the distance and time from that, the entry on that trade would have been at 16:59, which would be 9:59 in the morning. And you reach down here at plus 14 at 10:08. So about 9 minutes. You're up 14 pips. There are 2 ways to look for an exit on this. You can get out on the first blue candle, which, if you're just getting into the trade and you immediately get a blue candle, not advisable. As long as the Hama remains red, you stay in the trade. You got to expect a little bit of a drawdown, especially with 2-pip candles. You're going to get just the normal movement of things. You're going to get up and down a little bit. But if you've found yourself up 10, 12, 14, 16 pips when you get your first blue candle, get out. wait for the next red candle to close, the red box. As long as the HAMA remains red, you sell again, and you're right here. You'd be selling it basically at 3,500, and you managed to get up about 8 or 9 pips down here. And technically, you're still in the trade. You haven't even seen a blue candle yet, although you're in danger of seeing one, right now. And you can just continue to just chip away as long as the HAMA remains red. Every time you get another red candle, you just sell and just keep moving your way down. Right now, of course, the main concern is we're hovering right around 3,500, so it's a huge round number, and price has been kind of sticking around this level now for about the last 30 or 45 minutes anyway, getting up above it a little bit, down below it a little bit, back up above it. So you've always got that danger of that magnetic force that seems to attach itself to the big round numbers. So we're dealing with that. But had you sold right here, you could have gotten out another 4 or 5 pips, and now you're waiting for the next sell signal. It's a fantastically easy system to trade, and what I like about the most is you are not limited to trading this only during the high volume hours. If you think about it, even during the slow hours, there are plenty of 10 and 15 pip moves that take place. And I'm talking, after lunch in New York, in the hours when Australia is open and New Zealand is open, but Japan hasn't opened yet, Singapore hasn't opened yet. Those are generally considered slower hours, but maybe those are the only hours you can trade. Maybe you got a job commitments, family commitments. You're just limited in the amount of time you can spend in front of your charts. With this 2-pip method, this would allow you pretty much to trade, any time, day or night, and be able to make 8, 10, 12 pips on a trade. So it's definitely worth putting up and trying. It may move too fast for you. I will tell you, if you trade this method, you need to just focus all of your concentration on your trading. No emails, no Facebooking, no having HBO on TV in the background and sneaking a peek and see what's going on, no watching football or baseball or anything else. You've got to stay focused on this, because with 2-pip candles, it doesn't take any kind of movement at all for a new candle to form and either get you into a trade or take you back out of a trade. So devote your full attention to your trading if you're going to be using this. But if you are going to be using this, you stand a very good chance of making some very decent pips. Last night, right before Japan opened, for that matter, Parker and I were trading emails back and forth, and I just happened to put this up a little bit after 5 o'clock my time. I think it was around about 5:30 or 6. And between about 5:30 and I want to say maybe 7 or 7:30, there were a couple of very nice moves that took place, and the 30 or 40 pips was there for the taking. In fact, there was one trade I think ended up going like 70 pips at one point, which is you're not going to see that every night, obviously, especially prior to Japan opening. But just having this up there, knowing how it worked and just simply following the rules of the system, there were some very nice trades, a lot of pips to be made. But even on an average night, I think you're going to be able to find plenty of 10 and 12 pip trades using a method like this. But again, like I said, total concentration. Don't allow yourself to devote half of your concentrating power to the charts and the other half to a bunch of other stuff unrelated to trading. I mean, 100% on the charts. Make your pips, then shut it down and go do whatever else it is that's trying to drag you away. Because you've already made your money for the day. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you and point out that I get these alternative methods from people on occasion because they are out there experimenting. So don't feel like you are rigidly bound to whatever rules are being laid down. Like I said, these are not the 10 Commandments. All right, I mean these are methods that we have found that work well. And they should work well for you, but if you find something that works even better, use it. And if you don't mind, share it with me, because I'd like to share it with other people that are in our group, because who knows, maybe there's somebody else that's more or less in the same boat you are, and they would find your method to be far preferable to any of the methods that we've laid out here so far. So if you are playing around with Renko and coming up with different ways to trade it, different box sizes, different indicators, and that you're finding work well for you, then by all means, send me an email, jeff@simpleforexsystem.net. You guys should have that thing memorized. You should close your eyes and see it in the dark at night. I've told it to you so many times. Go ahead and just drop me a line. Tell me the basic rules to it. I'll throw it up on the chart. I'll play with it, and if I think it's workable for people, I would love to share it in a video with the rest of the Renko traders. Kind of help give back to the community, because we have a pretty giving group out here. Guys are very willing to share and trade and trade information, and if I can kind of be the clearinghouse of that and pass it on to you, that's what I want to do. So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. Hope you find it useful, and hope to hear from some of you with some more good trading ideas using Renko. If you got them, drop me a line, tell me what they are. So until next time, make another video. I guess this will be it, and I'll see you then.